Hello everybody, it's Jerry. I'm back. I'm out here in the man cave. Got the Traeger 575 Pro set at 325. Tonight we're going to be making kind of an old favorite of ours. It's a Muffuletta sandwich. Now this sandwich, you make this on Italian bread. This bread is a round loaf. We bought it at a farmer's market from an Italian bread store that set up shop at that farmer's market. And you slice that in half, and you take your olive salad, the oil that the olive salad is in, and dump that out on your bread and use a spoon to smear it around. And then I added just a little bit of Italian seasoning to the top and the bottom. And I'm going to set that in the Traeger at 325 for roughly 10 minutes. I want to warm this bread up. I got a foil lined pan and a wire rack so we can get heat all the way around it. And I'll check back with you here in just a minute. Okay, so we're back. I had this in there for about 10 minutes and we're going to pull it out and we're going to start building this sandwich. So yeah, it's been in there 10 minutes. It's warmed up a little bit. We're going to set it out right here. And we're going to start building this. I'm going to have to move it out a little bit. So anyways, how a muffuletta starts out is your bread and your oil from the olive salad. And you get it warm. Then you're going to start building layers of flavor. So how you're going to do that is we add cheese to the top and the bottom. And we got smoked provolone here, and we'll just layer that in there. I don't have a lot of it, I guess, as it turns out, but we'll get enough other stuff on here that don't get hung up on that. Just have to get it pulled up off this plastic. So we got some smoked provolone, sorry about that, and then what we like to do is we'll add mozzarella. So this is shredded mozzarella. Let me get this bag open. I'm struggling. Hang on. Geez, I need a third hand or a stand. So you're going to get a handful of this shredded mozz and you're going to put it on there like so. Big handfuls. A little bit more on the bottom here maybe. Like so. And then you're going to set that off to the side. And then you can add Swiss. A lot of times they'll put Swiss on these. I didn't have any, so I'm going to put in some freshly grated Parmesan in here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set this back on that Traeger and start to get that cheese melted down. And then we're going to come back and we're going to add our cold cuts. So when I get this cheese on here, I'm going to throw it back in there for a little bit. And we're going to get that melted down. And then we're going to come back and we're going to finish this up. So you get to see how this whole process goes. All right, I'll be back. Okay, so we're back. We had the cheese on top of the Italian loaf, and we set it back in the Traeger at 325 for about another maybe 6-8 minutes here. And I'm going to open this up. We're going to pull that out, and then we're really going to actually build the muff. So you'll see what this entails. Okay, our cheese is kind of starting to melt down a little bit. It's getting gooey, getting all happy. Let's pull this off. Okay. Now we're going to start building our sandwich. Now how we do that is we take deli ham, first off. So, and you guys are going to have to bear with me, and I apologize. I'm one person. I'm out here in the man cave. I don't have a kickstand for the phone. I'm doing the best I can. So, we had the bottom over here. We're going to put our deli ham on here. Just, you know, don't be real bashful with it. But we're going to layer that on there. About 3 slices, the way it looks, that's pretty good. Then we're going to set that aside. And then we're going to go with Genoa salami. So, you got your Genoa salami here. You're going to put that on there. This is what we do. You can use other meats. For the life of me right now, off the top of my head, I can't even think. But other Italian style meats, Coca-Cola, things like that. So you're going to put this on there. You're going to layer that up on the bottom. And then you're going to set that aside. And finally, we're going to top it off with these large slices of pepperoni. Now I like this. And put that on there. Several pieces of it, I guess. Kind of build your sandwich any way you like. Kind of a heart attack on a bun. Okay, so there's your meats. There's your top. Now you're going to take your olive salad. This is the star of the show. And you can use any olive salad. I got Muffuletta here. I took a lot of the oil out of this one to get it on the bread. But you basically will just get that on this sandwich on top of the meats here. And it ain't pretty. And you're going to want to take that and kind of layer it on here. And you can go thick, you can go a little thinner if you're not really into this stuff, but my wife and I like it. So we're going to layer that on there. And it isn't terrible bad. And then what I like to do is flip this top over on to the bottom, and then we'll center it in our rack. We'll return it to the oven, or tonight we're doing it on the Traeger, because really the Traeger is just an oven outside. So we're going to put it back in here, give this another say 10 minutes or so, and then we'll pull it out, take it inside, and slice it up. And I'm telling you, this is an excellent sandwich. Phenomenal flavors. Everybody should try this. All right, we'll be back. Okay, we're back. We have a finished Muffuletta sandwich made on the Traeger. So I'm going to pull it off, and then I'm going to let you look at it. I'm going to take it inside, and then we're going to slice into it, and I'll pick up my video when we go to slice into it. So, all right, here we go. I'm going to take it out. That thing has been in there for about another probably 5-6 minutes after we put it all together. The cheese is good and melted. We've warmed everything up. The cold cuts are starting to get a little bit on the greasy side, so I know they're hot. So anyways, we're gonna bring this in, and then we're gonna slice into it, and you're gonna get to see what that looks like when we pull it apart. All right, we'll be back here soon. Hang on. Okay, YouTube, we're back inside the house. We have our Muffuletta sandwich sitting on a cutting board. We grilled this out there on the Traeger 575 Pro. at 325 degrees. We started out with just the bread on a wire rack in a foil-lined baking sheet for 10 minutes. Got it good and warm, and then we added our cheese on both top and bottom, put it back in the Traeger 575 for about 6-8 minutes. You can kind of see here, we have melted cheese everywhere around. And then we built our sandwich, our flavors. We added our olive salad to the bottom after we put our deli ham, our Genoa salami, and our pepperoni on. Then we put our olive salad on top of that, put the top on, and placed it back in the Traeger for about another 6-8 minutes. I'm going to slice into this. Look at that. That is perfect. It is awesome flavor. Everybody should give this a whirl. It's not tough.